I haven't done a video in a while. I kind of wanted to catch people up on where I stand, where things are right now. Let's see. Those of you that know, I got sick October 6, 2011. I began doxycycline. It was all neurological, stroke-like symptoms, stuff like that. Started doxycycline within about a little over a month, maybe 5 weeks. Gone. Most of my symptoms were much better. I was able to work. I was getting ready to go back to school. And then in June 2012, a kid ran a red light and totaled the car I just bought. And sorry if you hear that noise, that's my dog eating. So anyway, after that accident, I thought everything that had happened, all the seizures, the blindness, the hair loss, the confusion, forgetting my own name, all the crazy thoughts, all this stuff, I thought it was a direct result of the car accident. I'd wake up, I'd look at my arm, I didn't know what my arm was. I know that doesn't make sense. It's really hard to explain. This is the reason I'm putting this out there, is because I see so many people, so many of my friends on Facebook that just say, I'm having a really hard day, and they leave it at that. And I understand that. Like, I totally get why people do that. They don't want to keep listing off their symptoms. It gets really old after a while. But I think some people label us as lazy. I don't think they get it, especially if you've got the neurological issues and the memory issues and the brain fog that I have. My brain fog is different than what I've realized other people, I shouldn't say most, some people's brain fog is different than mine. Mine is very dreamlike. Nothing feels real. Now the air conditioning's coming on. Sorry, I'll talk louder. So, my brain fog, again, nothing feels real. It always feels like I'm dreaming. It's very hard to get things accomplished, because not just because your brain isn't working properly, like issues with executive functioning, everything's just moving at a much slower pace, severe memory issues. I thought this initially was a result of the car accident itself, all directly related. Some of it, yes. Some of it, no. I soon after developed seizures after the car accident. So pretty much the whole point of this, which I should have started out with, is trauma and stress relating to not just Lyme and tick-borne illnesses, but any illness. And the second thing I wanted to talk about, again, was just symptoms that we deal with. The car accident, once again, I cannot even go into detail of how bad it was. I remember being at my mom's. I remember her calling a lot of places, trying to get me in for an MRI or to see various specialists. She was in a panic. I was in a panic. We didn't know what was going on. I was going paralyzed. It would be my arms, my legs, half my body, the other half, like, just all. I don't even remember all the details. Just straight craziness. I couldn't think straight. It was just so much inflammation in my brain and my body. I couldn't put sentences together. I'd go somewhere and I'd forget my own name. I was recently told I was in wheelchairs a lot more than what I remembered. I never owned one, never had one, but coming and going places, people had to carry me out or put me in a wheelchair apparently, which I didn't know. I don't remember that. And I have a thing against wheelchairs, so it's really kind of weird. I guess I know my memory's off, but I'm wondering if that was kind of like intentionally blocked out. You lose the zest for life. I just got back from an appointment and trying to explain this to someone who just goes, get out there, enjoy life. Why aren't you enjoying life? You can't. You literally cannot. Do you think I want to be living like this? No. Nobody wants to live like this. This is insane. You are crazy for thinking that I want to live like this. You are. If that's really what you think, you are crazy. So it ticked me off. It really ticked me off. And because there is this, whatever this fogginess is in my brain, whatever it's caused by, like I said, there's, I dealt with a lot more than just Lyme. It's so much more than just Lyme. I had Lyme. People clump things together, but it's Lyme, Bartonella, Babesia, and then this time last year, a month prior, so it was August, I was just getting in the hospital with a bad case of Rocky Mountain spotted fever and ehrlichiosis. Plus, I have 7 to 8 very high heavy metals, and then mold or biotoxin issues. So my body doesn't detox properly, which in my opinion is why I got so sick. Some people are lucky enough to catch it early, get on doxycycline, and done. And so that's where people get confused. They just go get on antibiotics, because antibiotics, if you get strep throat or a sinus infection, get on antibiotics and you're fine. So a lot of people think that's the way it works with anything in your body, and that's not the case at all. There's 3 forms of Lyme, and it's very tricky, and a lot of times when you become chronic, you can't just be on one antibiotic at a time because it can change forms. It's a very smart disease. It knows what it's doing. So anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. I know I am. This is one of my issues. I should have written down what points I had for this video, but give me a second. Trying to get back to where I was before. I'll just list off symptoms that I had, and this is actually a good video because things have improved. Not nowhere near the finish line, but things have improved. I had to do a PICC line for a period of time. Oral antibiotics were working up until the accident. I had to get a PICC line for 9 months. Slowly things got better. Paralysis is a lot better. Heart problems are a lot better. Seizures, very rare. Blindness. I don't remember the last time I've gone blind, so that's good. Auditory and visual hallucinations, haven't had them in a while. Let's see, brain's functioning better. Like I said, that still has ways to go. And I say a lot. It takes my brain longer to put things together. So, gosh, there's so many more symptoms. Full body pain, joint pain, muscular pain, name it. I've had it. It's better. Not 100%. I still have back pain, which is probably a result of this car accident. Again, who knows what caused what. I don't know if the car accident caused the back pain and seizures, paralysis. I don't know. All I know is, as far as I know, it caused it, I should say, but I don't know if it was a direct result. Like, I didn't have Lyme disease. I don't know if these things would have happened anyway, is what I'm trying to say. So trauma and stress, very bad for any illness, and especially this one. Let's see. Gosh, I'd have to flip through the book. Fatigue. Fatigue is a lot better. Understanding. Standing up for myself. I was 100%, pretty much 100% bedridden. I remember I would hold my phone in one hand, and I'd try to memorize everything. I'd go through and I'd flip through and learn more and try to find the right doctors. And I had tremors. I had tremors really bad. So my phone would end up across the room. Well, I was home alone. I didn't know that there were programs out there that you could have help in your house. I didn't know this. So I was left alone all day, 5 days a week. So I'd have to get a hold of my phone, and it was a little tricky when your body's not cooperating and it's hard to get out of bed and all that stuff. So I'd get a hold of my phone again and continue to research, and I would have to reread everything I read because it wouldn't go into my brain. So there were a lot of crazy things that happened. I remember there was one time, just things that don't make sense, at all, where you just think back and you're like, what was that? Something I don't go around talking much about is I had suicidal thoughts all the time. I know that makes me sound crazy. Just wait. So one day I decided, in the place I was living at for a while, not just a few days, I was there for a while, I decided I was going to jump out the window in my life. I had decided nothing was worse than this. I'd spent a lot of time just staring at the wall, nothing going on in my brain, just blah, just so much inflammation. I can't even explain this, what we call torture. It's brain torture. You're literally being tortured by your own brain, and I could go on and you still won't get it unless you've experienced it. And everyone's varies a lot. So I decided I was going to jump out the window. And then I realized I was in a one-story house. So I would have jumped out the window and rolled down the driveway. So there were a lot of things like that happened. There was a time when I was staying at a friend's house for about a month, and I'd been there for a month, and I was like, oh, that's a nice fireplace. I'd been watching TV probably as often as, probably daily. I'd probably get up at that point and watch TV pretty frequently, and I would walk, to the kitchen. I'd walk past it, and I was like, oh, that's a nice fireplace. I wonder when that got there. And then I realized I've been here. I haven't left this place. And the TV was directly above the fireplace. So no one came in and installed the fireplace. So it took me, I don't know if it was seconds, I don't know if it was minutes, I really don't know, to realize this fireplace has been here all this time and you just didn't notice it. So again, after the car accident, it caused severe neurological issues, memory problems, along with a long list of other symptoms. And I do know, because the various treatments I've done, that the car accident did make my symptoms worse. Again, which symptoms were directly a result of the car accident, had I not had Lyme, and which ones made my Lyme symptoms worse, that's next to impossible to prove. But anyway, I'm rambling. I don't even think I got across most of what I wanted to say. So I'll just leave it at that, and then I guess I'll just fill in the blanks next time.